Hello folks, Sean Mize here, and in this video I am going to show you a few different ways to choose the affiliate products to sell in your email campaign. Now before I do this, I want to state that the way that I'm going to show you to do it is not exactly the way that I do it, and I'll explain the difference, okay? The way that I normally do it is over time, as I meet people in the business, I meet people who have offers I like. Okay, so just think about it. I mean, you get emails every day from different people in certainly the internet marketing business, but any niche that you're in, you're probably on some lists of your competitors. So let's just say that you're in the dog training niche. If you're not on the lists of at least 10 of your competitors, that's frankly, I believe that's a problem. You should be on at least 10 lists of your competitors. And so what's going to happen is you're going to open the emails every day and you're going to click through and you're going to go, wow, that looks like a really cool product. And then you're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page and you're going to go, oh, there's an affiliate program here. And then you're going to click through and sign up for the affiliate program. And that's how you're going to find your affiliate programs. Okay, now, so then the question might be, well, why am I even showing you this way to do it? Well, because if you're starting from scratch at day zero, you may not have anything. And so you want to be able to find 10 products to promote right away. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But the best way long term is to find out what your competitors are promoting, because if somebody else is actually promoting it rather than just finding it on ClickBank, you got a better chance of somebody of the product being a good product. Does that make sense? So step one, if you're not on somebody else's list, go get on it. Okay, you need to get on at least 10 people's lists in your niche. Let's say you're in the weight loss niche. Go to Google, click how to lose weight, and then just click all over Google until you find 10 of your competitors that you can become on their website. Become their subscribers. Just find their opt-in boxes and subscribe to a whole bunch of lists, and then open all your emails for the next 10 days from your competitors and read all their sales letters, and you'll find the things that you want to promote. Okay, so that's the best way to do it long run. Why am I recording this video then? Because I want you to have a way that you can just find a few right away. Okay, that's why I'm doing it this way. So there you go. There's the best way to do it. That's how I do it. The second best way to do it is to go to the various websites online that have affiliate programs, and you can find those by Googling affiliate programs if you want. However, there's about 5 that I'm going to kind of take a look at today and kind of show you how it's done. I don't know that I'm going to necessarily choose affiliate programs or affiliate items to promote in the campaign today. I'm going to show you how it's done. If I come across some things I like, I'll copy and paste them. Because normally when I'm personally writing a campaign, I'm not choosing the affiliate products ahead of time. On a daily basis, I'm thinking, okay, what do I want to educate people on today? Okay, who's got a product? Maybe I know somebody that has a product, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe I even have my own product. Obviously, I'm designing this so that you can do this without your own products. But over time, when you have your own products, then you'll be promoting some of your own products. So it's really an organic process, and it's not something where you're going to sit down on today and come up with 100 things you're going to promote for the next 100 days. It's going to be something that happens organically. However, I wanted to get this video out to you so that you'd see how to do it over the next couple of days. Maybe you can spend some time kind of hunting around. Maybe you come up with 5 things you like. So let's get to business. Okay, the first place we want to go is ClickBank. And if we go to ClickBank, we can click on promote products. We're looking for products to promote. Okay, and actually I'm going to go to Marketplace, and we're going to browse the categories. So let's imagine, I'm just going to do it in my category because that we're building this for, but you could do it in games and green products and whatever. Let's click on e-business and e-marketing. And boy, a lot of let's see if we can do a keyword. Just click on current category and then do a keyword. How about email marketing? And click the search button. What's really working in email marketing? Okay, so a couple of different things we can do here. Number one, we can look at the sales page. And just go look at the sales page. This is the sales page for this product. Looks like a pretty cool product, doesn't it? Okay, pretty cool product. Okay, so if let's say I want to promote that product. Now there's one more step that I normally take. Okay, I'm not going to do it for all these products because I may or may not use these in the campaign itself. It'll really depend on, depend on a couple of things. So, again, when I design my campaigns, I do it very organically, and I make those decisions on the fly as I'm writing the emails. So, I don't want to put a whole lot of work into doing the next step until I know that it's something I want to do. And there's two things you can do. Number one, you could just go buy the product. Buy the product and then look at it and see if you really want to promote it, okay? But the easiest thing to do is a lot of the sales pages at the bottom, they're going to have something that allows you to contact the person. And so I'm just going to say, hey, contact. I'm going to type in my name, my email, the subject line is would like to promote your product. And I'm going to say, Gary, I am building an email campaign and would like to include your product in my campaign. Would it be okay with you to send me a review copy? I promise not to use it if I don't choose to promote it. Okay? And then we'd hit send now. Okay? And then I could even call this guy if I wanted to. I could call him and say, hey, Gary, Sean Mize here. I'm thinking about promoting your product. And, I've got an email campaign I'm building out, but I just want to make sure it's everything you say it is. Could you send me the download page? And even if you're not comfortable sending me the whole thing, send me the first 3 lessons just so I can evaluate it. Okay, does that sound fair? So that's how we're going to do it. Now, in order to let's say we want to promote it, we're going to click this promote link. What it's going to do is it's going to give me the link. Okay. You're going to put in your account nickname. You're going to put the account nickname in there, and you'll get the account nickname when you sign up with ClickBank. And then you could have tracking ID. So let's say you're going to put this in email number 1. You'd put this. Your tracking ID would be email 1, and hit create. Okay, and this is going to be my link. This is my promotion link. Okay, so let's close this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my promotion link in a Word document or Word file. So this is going to be, what's the name of this product? What's really working in email marketing? Okay. So what's really working in email marketing? Actually, I think it's a statement, not a question. Okay, so let's look at the next one down. Basic email marketing for beginners. Let's click on that. Doesn't look like I want to promote this, huh? Okay, so, obviously that's why we're doing this work. So, instant niche emails, Tim Becker's autoresponder code. Okay, so somebody wants to buy the autoresponder code. Okay, I believe I actually own this training. Okay, so, but let's just say we wanted to contact Tim Becker. Let's look at this page again. We could contact him. He doesn't have a name on an email on here. However, what you could also, oh, here you go. So you just put in your name and email address. He'll send you his free package. When he sends you his free package, he'll have an email address on it. You hit reply to the email, and you say, hey, Tim, thinking about promoting your product. Would it be okay with you to send me a review copy or at least the first few lessons so I could evaluate it? Okay, there you go. So let's say we want to promote this. We want to get our link, Super Smile, and this is going to go in email 2. Hit create. Here's my link. I'm just going to copy and paste it into the Word file. So this is going to be Tim Becker's autoresponder code. Okay, and that's the link. So I've already got 2 items now that I can start promoting. And I'm going to teach you how to do it, obviously. Okay, so I'm not going to go through here and choose them all. Let's go to the next one. Again, this is to teach you how to do it. Commission Junction. I'm not going to go into Commission Junction. I'm not a member, and so you have to be a member and to search what's in there. I am a member of 2Checkout, so I can log into 2Checkout. And I'll show you how it's done there. Okay, I'm probably not going to choose any here, but I just want to show you how it's done. So I have to log in, click over here, log in. Now, if you're not a member, then you'll click on the register button, the sign up button right here. Okay, so I'm going to log in. When I get in, I think if I click on products here, okay, and then let's say I'm going to look for something in we did email marketing. Let's say I'm looking for something about list building. I'm going to click filter products. And this should give me a list of products. These are my filter. Okay, we need to find that's just showing in my account some approved, and again it's just showing the approved ones. Let's click on vendors. You'd think I know these things better, right? Okay, so let's click again on products, and let's do category. Let's just go into category of online advertising, internet services. Okay, so these are showing some various products that we could advertise. So let's click on here and take a look at the product. Okay, and that's going to give us the URL. Let's click on campaigns. Okay, this is the website. I'm going to click on the website. So this is the website of the particular item. This is a squeeze page, but imagine once you put in your info, then you'll be able to buy the item. So let's click on Get Links so we can promote it. And we're going to select the name of the product, which is Cash Pulling Machine. Click Generate Link, and here's the link. Okay, now that's the whole HTML code, and I'm just going to take the link itself. I'm going to copy it over here, and this is going to be Cash Pulling. Now keep in mind, I'm registered as an affiliate, okay, so that if somebody buys through this link, then I'm going to get credit for purchasing that, and I'm going to get paid. So that's how you do it in 2Checkout. So let's go down to the next place we could do it would be PaySpree. So I'll show you how to do it in PaySpree. We can search for products in here. I think I have to log in. I think you have to log in to see their products. And then I'm going to go to the marketplace. Let's see, categories. Let's do internet, subcategories of, probably don't want that. Let's do business to business. You know, let's do this in somebody else's niche. So let's say that you're in the health and fitness niche and you're in the nutrition niche. So let's see what's available in the nutrition niche at PaySpree. So PaySpree is very internet marketing oriented. So I'll show you in a different, let's go with web design and see what's in there. Okay, so there's a number of items, and the way that you choose them. Again, I'm doing this quickly so that you guys can get an idea. If you'll go in and do the work over the next few days, and click on all of these sales pages and say, is this something I'd really want to buy? Or is this something I want to promote? And so let's click on visit the sales page. This is the sales page. You know, you're going to spend some time looking at it. Is this something you want to promote? And you know, maybe you buy it, maybe you find the vendor. I'm going to click create link, and I'm not even sure what my PaySpree username is. I think that's it. So this is going to be my link, and I believe this was graphics package. There's my link for graphics package. Okay, so I'm going to close this box down. Let's close some windows here. Okay, so let's come back here, and I believe there's one more, pay.com.com. So let's look at how we would choose something in pay.com.com. Okay, so I'm a member over here as well. I think I have to log in, but let's go to, you know what, I'm going to log in because I know that if we log in we can see it all. Okay, wrong password maybe. Like we're in. Okay, so now we can go to promote products, create a new campaign from marketplace, search in some categories. Let's search in health and fitness and see what's in health and fitness. So, you know, maybe you're in the hair regrowth niche, so you could see more info. So you could visit the sales page. So stop hair loss. Okay, so maybe then you want to contact the vendor. And again, you're going to send an email that says, you know, and I'm not going to type it out here, but you're going to say, you know, hey, I'm interested in promoting your product, but I would like to see a review copy. Now, by the way, when you ask for review copies, not everybody will send them to you, okay? Some people will ignore you. Some people write back and say, my policy is I don't do review copies, which in my opinion is a perfectly fair policy. I mean, they get so many requests for review copies that they don't want to give all their copies away for free, and that's fair. But some people are going to say, yeah, here's the review copy, and then you'll know. Okay, and so we're going to hit. Rather than go back, I'm going to go back to the marketplace and redo the search. So the search is health and fitness search. Okay, and let's say I want to get the link for this product. I'm going to click on promote, and here's the link right here. Okay, so I'm going to copy that link into my master word processing document. This is regrow hair. Okay, so if they're in the regrow hair niche, okay, let's come back here. Not sure how I'm going to back up, so I'll hit marketplace again. And let's say we go back in health and fitness, and let's find women's health. Let's say you're in the women's health niche. Then you'd go into women's health and you'd say, okay, here's an advanced guide to fast weight loss for busy women. We could visit the sales page if we wanted. I'm not going to in this example. And then we click on the promote link. And we'd say weight loss for women. And you folks see how easy this is. We're at 20 minutes now. We've gotten, and again, I don't want to misrepresent the time it's going to take you. It's going to take you longer if you've never done it before. You're going to search through a lot of sales pages. You're going to look at it. But hopefully I'm putting you on the right track to go out and do your own research. Click through these web pages. Find things you'd like to promote. Get people to send you review copies or buy the copies, and find out what's in it. Make sure it's good material that you want to promote to your list. Okay, now there's another way. Okay, remember I told you at the beginning of this video that the best way is just to find professionals in your niche. Okay, one of the very best ways is when you buy something from somebody and you like it, you might say, I'm gonna promote that. Okay, and the reason I say that is that, for those of you who don't know, one of the first products I ever bought online was from Marlon Sanders, and I've bought multiple products from Marlon Sanders before, and I've learned a lot from Marlon Sanders in building my business. And in fact, in one of his recent trainings, he interviewed me, and I helped create some of the training in one of his programs. And so, Marlon and I have quite a good relationship there. In fact, it's a good relationship. We work together on a few different things and kind of bounce ideas off of each other. So, if I'm going to promote something, I know that Marlon has incredible products. Okay, so one of the first things that I ever did was in my niche, I became an affiliate for Marlon. And on your niche, it may be somebody else. And so as an affiliate, I'm going to log into his affiliate site. I'm going to click on link generator. And everybody has a site. Not everybody has a site, but looks like I have to log in again. Okay, and here's a list of all the tracking. Here's all the products that he has. Okay, and here's the tracking link for that particular product. So Amazing Formula, which by the way is an incredible program. Okay, I copy that one out, and I come over here, and Amazing Formula. So I'll remember I'm going to put by Marlon. And there's his link. Now, can you imagine that if I really wanted to, how many products does he have here on affiliate program? 10 products? 11 products? 15 products? I could promote exclusively for Marlon in my email campaign if I wanted to. And I'm not planning on doing that, but I could. Okay? And obviously I just point out Marlon. I'm not necessarily recommending Marlon, although if you're in this niche, Marlon is an incredible affiliate manager. They pay every day. They pay nice commissions. It's 50, 75% on almost everything. I love doing business with Marlon. Okay, so again, I don't want to make this a pitch for Marlon because that's not what this is, but that's another way to get affiliate links. So here's what I'm going to suggest for you, sort of as an assignment. Go to these places, sign up and become members of all of these places, and do some due diligence the next few days and find some products that you could promote in your niche. Get on people's lists in your niche, buy some products, and find out how you can become affiliates of products that you like. So there's lots of ways that you can do this, and then just create a master list. Now remember, in a few modules, when I'm actually writing the emails in this campaign, as I write the emails, I'm probably going to go find the affiliate products that I want, or I'm going to have them on this list, or whatever the case is, and plug them in. And so you'll probably see some more of this going on. Again, when I'm doing this personally, I don't usually sit down and make a list of 20 things I'm going to promote. I usually just do it at one email at a time. But in making a course like this, I'm wanting it to be as organized as possible. I don't want you having to try to follow my mind as it just jumps all over the place, because a lot of times when I'm actually doing the work, I'm jumping all over the place, and I don't want, I don't want that to be the case here. So let's go ahead and sign out, and that'll be the end of this video, choosing affiliate products for your email campaign. Hello folks, Sean Mize here, and on this video I'm going to choose the domain name that I'm going to use for this project. But at the same time, as I go through and choose the domain name, I'm going to give you a little bit of editorial so that you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from in choosing the domain name. So the first thing that we do, obviously, is we determine, hey, what's our niche? And in my case, we're going to do an internet marketing type of a profit niche. Okay, now, so I'll tell you this, for this training, sometimes people will ask, why don't you do something like this in my niche, whatever that niche may be, whether it's fitness or dog training or whatever. And there's two reasons for that. Okay, number one, you're literally watching me build a business, and I don't have an interest in building a business in the dog training niche or psychology niche or the fitness niche or just about any other niche out there. I don't have an interest. So if I'm building a real business for me and you're watching over my shoulder, it's probably going to be in one of my niches. The other reason is it doesn't matter. And here's why. Because the odds of you being in my exact niche are like 99% that you're not. And so what that means is that if I were to create in the dog training niche or the fitness niche or the weight loss niche or the diabetes niche or the psychology niche or the attorney niche or the attorney in Denver niche, there's a 99% chance that I'm not going to be in your niche anyway. So for all practical purposes, any niche that I do isn't probably going to be the right niche for you to see it being done in your niche. But all of the steps are exactly the same. So obviously, as I choose this domain name, if we were thinking about different things, then it would be, the domain name would simply be a little bit different. The process of signing it up is exactly the same. So once we've decided what the topic is, then we've got to decide, well, what's the purpose of this email? Like, what is the purpose? And so we've talked about it, but I want everything to be self-contained here. What's the purpose? The purpose is we're going to send people, let's just cut to the chase here. We're going to send people a daily email where we're going to send them some content that's interesting and intriguing, and we're going to do some persuasive things to get them to want to click through to various sales letters. And then the sales letter then takes over from there, and maybe it sells them on whatever the item is that we're going to sell through the daily email. So the question is, what kind of content do we need to send people in order for them to be willing to get an email every day? Well, we've already discussed the idea that it needs to be interesting and intriguing. It needs to be something that every day they read it and they learn something new. And if they learn something new, then they're hoping that tomorrow they'll learn something new again. So how could we do this? There's a few different ways we could position it. And obviously, I'm going to build one website here. Well, it's not even a website. I'm going to build one business. So I'm not going to be able to do it all of the ways, but I'm going to share with you a few of the ways that we could do it. One way is we could just have a daily letter that comes from me that has some tips in it. Okay. However, one of the things we've discussed is that we really want this business to be a business that is not dependent on my name, so it could have several authors. So that allows us the option of being able to have an email that frankly has 2 or 3 segments to it, maybe short articles we could call them. So if we do something like that, we're kind of getting into something that maybe looks like a news page, that looks like a tips page. Okay, so if we have something that's daily and it's going to be tips or news, we could call it a daily news, or we could call it a daily tips, okay, or daily techniques, or advanced daily techniques. Then we combine that with our niche. So if your niche is dog training, you could have the dog training daily tips, dog training daily news. We could have the weight loss daily news. You could have diabetes tips daily news. And so obviously you can decide what direction you want to go with it. You can call it tips, news. Off the top of my head, I'm not thinking of any, but you could even call it daily articles, and then they receive daily articles. I don't like that as much, but it's something you could do. Okay, so what I'm wanting to do with this is I want this to be generic enough that anybody can come in that wants to make a profit online. So this is for my business. Your business, let's say you're in the weight loss niche, you could have a generic list that has 25 different types of weight loss, and you give them some tips every day. Or you could have like carb-free weight loss. You could have the carb-free daily tips, or you could have the no-fat daily tips, or you could have the carrots-only daily tips. And whatever you want to do, you could niche it down as much as you want. For this, I'm wanting to not niche it down quite so much. And so I'm wanting to go more along the lines of, internet marketing or profit online or online profit. So let's just see what's available. Sometimes, it's easy to spend all night with a piece of paper and your wife or your husband or a good friend and brainstorming lots of domain names, and you finally find the perfect one and somebody else has it. So I like to do all of my domain name research right in the domain name box. Now, I use Namecheap to buy some of my domains. I've got some of them at different places, but a lot of them I buy here at Namecheap, and it's just really easy to do it. So let's just do it. Let's say online profit daily tips. Let's see if that's available. Okay. Oh, it is available. Okay, so now that we know it's available, we can, we could add it to the cart, but I'm also going to write it down. Okay, obviously you can't see this because you're just seeing my screen, but I'm going to write it down. That way I'll know that this is available. So we have online profit daily tips. So that's one choice. Let's see what else there is. So we'll come back up here to domain names, and let's click on register a domain. And let's try online profit daily news. See if that's available. Hey, that's also available. So we have the online profit. I'm writing it down because this is how I work. So online daily news. Okay. So just for kicks and giggles, what if we had internet marketing daily news and see if that's available? That's not available. Okay, now you'll notice that a lot of other, I think they call these suffixes. Okay, so there are a lot of others available, just not the .com, and you really want .com. It's just a higher level of professionalism. So if it's not available, it's not available. So we could do internet marketing daily tips. We did news just now, right? Yeah. So another thing, while it's searching, I want to say this. I'm trying to make this experience as much like the real life experience that I have. I spelled that wrong. That's why it's available. But I wanted internet marketing daily tips. Notice I have two I's right there. Okay, so that's why it's shown available. Common mistake. So I'm trying to make this as much like what I actually do when I build a business when nobody's watching over my shoulder. And the process, I'm trying to mimic that process as much as possible. So I'm trying to do some of the thinking out loud here for you. And I mean, in reality, it might take me a week to do everything we're doing. Well, obviously, I'm taking about a week probably to do everything we're doing. But remember, I mean, when I'm eating dinner, I have a thought that comes into my mind. When I'm having lunch, when I'm going to bed, when I'm exercising, thoughts come into my mind. And so obviously, I'm not documenting all of those thoughts, but I'm hoping that I'm including those as I go along. So looks like Internet Marketing Daily Tips is available as well. Okay. You'd almost be surprised at what's available. I mean, really. I am. Just amazing to me what's available. And when I see something like this, it almost makes me want to go in and just buy them all. But we're going to make this real life here, and I'm going to make some decisions about what we're going to buy. Okay, so what I'm going to buy. So let's say that, I'm really leaning more towards the profit side of things. What if we said something along the lines of 10K a month.com? Well, no, how about full-time online income? That's kind of a mouthful, isn't it? Daily tips. So we don't want that. So, so sometimes you just look at it and you go, can you even read it? And if you can't read it, then, do you really want it? Okay. So, Internet Marketing Daily Tips is available. Daily News is not. What does this look like? IamDailyNews.com. Typing's off today. I Am Daily News. Do we like that? I'm not crazy about it. What about online daily news? That doesn't really get the spirit of what we're looking for. It's taken anyway. So what if we, and again, I'm trying to mimic that experience that I have when I'm thinking about these kinds of things. And I'm literally actually doing the thinking. I haven't thought about this before we did this for this purpose. I want you to see that. So we can't use news because news is not available for internet marketing. Let's see if online marketing daily news is available. If it is, maybe this solves the problem. Okay, so online marketing daily news is available. So write this down. So that's available. What about online marketing daily report? So instead of tips or news, we have report. So this works as well. So we have online marketing dailyreport.com. So we have online marketing dailyreport.com. So that's available as well. I'm going to add this to the cart. Look like I'm logged in. I wonder if it'll keep the cart. That's okay. It's not important right now. Okay, so online marketing daily report. What if we do let's look at internet marketing. Okay, now think about this. You guys, if whatever your niche is, you could do these exact same searches as I'm doing here. So that's also available. Let's see if these are all showing up as, yeah, it looks like the cart's working. Okay, so back to your register a domain. Online profit. What was the last one we did? Look at this shopping cart again. So we've got Internet Marketing Daily Report. So Internet Marketing Daily Report is available. So whatever niche that you're in, I mean, you could do the same thing. So, dog training daily report. Well, let's see if that's available. Obviously, if it's available today, there's no guarantee it'll be available tomorrow, but it's available. I mean, a lot of niches, a daily report is available. In your niche, daily report's probably available. And imagine if dog training daily report was not available. You could find dog training daily tips, dog training daily news. You could do advanced dog training daily report. You could do dog training tips daily report. You could have the dog training daily news tips. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can come up with something along these lines, and you can do it in your niche, and it's probably available. Let's look up the weight loss. I know that's a popular niche. What if the weight loss daily report, is that available? And again, once this video goes out, somebody will probably just buy these up, and they won't be available anymore. But I mean, just showing you that as of this time, these things are available. Probably in your niche, your thing is available too. Okay, so what else do we have? What are some different ideas that we could come up with? So we got the Internet Marketing Daily Report. So what if we did Info Marketing Daily Report? What's available with Info Marketing Daily Report? That's available as well. So Info Marketing Daily Report. Okay. What about Info Marketing Daily Tips? I just hit add to cart there. So it's taking a second to process. Taking more than a second to process. Okay, so let's just come back. What did we say? Info Marketing Daily Tips. Info Marketing Daily Tips. That's available. Interesting. I would have thought these would have been bought up in the past, but they have not. Okay, so next, let's look up Info Marketing Daily News. Now keep in mind, if we use the news idea, we're really getting into the realm of thinking that it's going to be current. Okay, and obviously, if you're teaching something in dog training or weight loss or fitness or internet marketing, I mean, current doesn't have to be today. Okay? Current could be the last 5 years. It depends on how fast something moves. Okay? I mean, obviously, if you're talking about some brand new diet program, well, current would be today. Okay? News really sort of implies that it's going to be very, very current. And we're wanting to build an automated business, something that's evergreen, that we don't have to add content every single day once it's built. So maybe we're better off going the tips route or the report route. Okay, so let's do let's do Info Marketing Daily Report. Okay, and there's one more idea that I want to consider, so that's available as well. So there's one more idea that I want to consider, and that's the idea that this is going to be, remember we said it's going to be interesting, intriguing content. Is it going to be more than tips or a report? What if it was insights? Could we have an Info Marketing Insights? And people get Info Marketing Insights daily? So what if we did daily Info Marketing Insights? I mean, and think about that. Daily dog training insights. Daily weight loss insights. What do you think? You think people might like daily insights? So we have daily Info Marketing Insights. And you could do it for your niche, psychology insights, human psychology insights, psychology of speech insights, law in Denver insights, your lawyer in Denver insights, daily law insights. I mean, whatever your niche is, you probably can come up with something like this. Okay, what if we add that to the cart? What if we, so if we go down this road of daily info marketing insights, do we like info marketing daily insights better? I wonder if info marketing insights is available. Just that, info marketing insights. No, it's just amazing that these are available. Info marketing insights. The more I think about it, I'm kind of liking info marketing insights. I really am. I'm liking info marketing insights. So it has a good ring to it. And now remember, folks, I've been doing this a long time, so I kind of get if something has a ring to it or not. Yeah, I've been doing it for a very long time. You know, maybe you bounce these off your wife or your husband or friend. You know, you come up with 3 that you know are available, and you bounce them off some friends. Info marketing insights. What if we did info marketing insights? Let's see, info marketing daily insights. What's that look like? So if we do info marketing daily insights, info marketing daily insights. So that's also available. So we have info marketing daily insights. Okay. So let's take this to the next level and say, what is there anything? Notice how we've gone from really generic here. We started out with news, and then I brainstormed and said tips, and then I thought report, and now I'm into insights. Could we go a step further than insights? What's deeper than insights? One-man brainstorming team here. So, you know, truths, insights, insider, info marketing insider. I kind of like info marketing insider, but I don't know if it's perfect for a daily letter. Info marketing insights, info marketing tips, info marketing. You know, the idea of nuggets almost. Info marketing daily nuggets. Info marketing daily. So if we think of insights, just doing some brainstorming here. What's related to insights? Here's a good way to do brainstorming. We use a thesaurus, right? So let's look up thesaurus. And folks, this is exactly what I do sometimes. Well, I'm doing it now. I mean, this is live. Okay, so I just come in here. Oh, it's thesaurus.com. How did I not know? Okay, so let's just type in insight and see what comes up. Insight. So while it's thinking, insight, observation, a little slow, huh? Huh. Let's try that again. Huh. Let's try that again, folks. So, intuitiveness, awareness, intuition, drift, observation. So we could have info marketing observations, info marketing wisdom, info marketing brilliance, cleverness. You know, I don't know that I like those. Intelligence, keenness, perception. Um, I'm still seeing as insight. You know, the more that I think about it, I really like info marketing insights. So what if we do? So now we should decide: info marketing insights or info marketing daily insights. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy both. I'm going to buy info marketing daily insights and I'm going to buy info marketing insights. Now, the reason that I'm going to buy both is there's a little branding behind it. Okay, now I told you when you bought this training and I did this training, I told you I was going to make this really, really, really simple. And so I want to be very clear that I'm buying these two, but you only need one. And the reason I'm going to buy two is because on down the road I could use info marketing insights as maybe an additional supporting website. You don't need that now, but you could do something like that down the road. It'd just be an additional site. So maybe one site, the Daily Insights, would just be the sign-up site. And then if they wanted archives, they maybe go to Info Marketing Insights or something. I mean, again, it's just a brainstorm, and I'm not really committed to it because it's not part of. We need to remove these that I'm not buying right now. Okay, so I'm going to remove those and then just buy the ones that I want right now. So we have Daily Info Marketing Insights. And we have Info Marketing Daily Insights. Okay, which do we want? Daily Info Marketing Insights or Info Marketing Daily Insights? I don't want Daily Info Marketing Insights, and here's why. The reason I don't want it is because the first word is daily, and it's not as relevant as Info Marketing Daily Insights. Okay, so I don't want that one. And it looks like for some reason Info Marketing Insights, I must not have saved that one in. So let's click register a domain and we'll find it again. So infomarketinginsights.com. So that's available. Click add to cart. Okay, so if again, I told you I was going to make this as simple as possible. You only need one. And if it weren't just so really convenient for me to buy both of these, we're only going to use one of them for this project, which is this Info Marketing Daily Insights, okay? And then I'm just going to click on Express Checkout, and you folks don't even need to see the rest of this process, is my guess. So, yeah, we just close this off. I don't know that I need to log in. So anyhow, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and log in your presence just so that I'm not rushing through this. Hopefully that everything saves in that cart. Okay, so there we'll click on checkout with PayPal, Info Marketing Insights and Info Marketing Daily Insights. So anyhow, it's checking out. I'm going to finish making the purchase, and I guess for the sake of this video, I'll stay here until it's all done. while this is processing, anything else that I want to share with you? I think this is it. This is choosing the name, and there'll be other videos to show you how to purchase web hosting and how to download an FTP, something to set up FTP so that you can upload files. And I tell you what I'm going to do for this, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually, I've obviously got FTP installed on my website, on my computer, and I'm going to add this domain to an existing web hosting account. I'm not going to buy a brand new one like you would, okay? But I've got videos showing me doing it for another domain name, and I think what I'm going to do is just post those two videos. It's exactly the same process that I would use for this one, except that I'm going to just add it to an existing account. And you're starting out brand new, you're going to be building a new one, and so you really need those directions rather than seeing it added on. Okay, so this shows me that that it's all been processed. Okay, so folks, that's it for this lesson, and I'll go ahead and log off now. We'll see you on the next lesson. Hello folks, Sean Mize here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to buy web hosting. So let's go ahead and get started. Step one, I've got it typed in here, and I'm just going to copy and paste it. You can go to webhostdiscountdeal.com, and webhostdiscountdeal.com, and that will forward to HostGator. And I like HostGator, especially for beginners, because one of the big reasons I like it is their customer service is excellent. So if you ever have a technical problem, you're having trouble uploading a file, you just get on live chat with them and they'll very quickly walk you through it. I've had a lot of success with that myself when I was getting started, and I've had clients, the same thing has happened. Let's take a look at the web hosting plans that are available. Keep in mind, this may not be exactly the same web hosting plans that are available when you go through this, okay? Here's what I want to do. I want to make this a bit of a lesson. I'm going to click here on compare the hosting plans. Okay, and by the way, all of these plans that we're looking at are what's called shared hosting. And what that means is that if you're a small business, you may not need a full server. Okay, so if you went to full server, let's say you went to a dedicated server. Now there's new servers coming out, the virtual servers and that kind of thing that are a bit useful. But if you look at these servers, you're looking at the least expensive basic dedicated server. It's all yours, okay? It takes quite a bit to fill it up. Is $139 for the first month, and then $174 a month after that, okay? And so, when you're first getting started, you probably want shared service, okay? And for this project, I'm going to buy shared hosting. So let's do it. I just clicked, I clicked on order now, and I wanted to click on compare hosting plans. I want to compare these three for you, okay? The Hatchling service only allows one domain. Okay, if we look at the price on it, okay, well, the price is on the other screen. So the price on Hatchling is $4 a month, and the baby plan is $6 a month. Just on the fact that you can put an unlimited number of domains on it, I'd say go with the baby plan, okay? Let's see what's different about the business plan. You get a free toll-free number. Don't know how that works. Okay, so if that's important to you, you might want to look into that. Let's let's see. It's like you get a dedicated IP address for free. That's a real useful thing to have. It's a real useful thing to have. And so for this, I'm going to go with the business plan, because if you're totally new to this, an IP address is basically like the address to your files on the server. So it's not just the address to the server, but the shared server could have 25 different IP addresses on it. And what happens is, if you don't have your own dedicated IP address, if somebody else on that server is mailing spam mail or something, you can get that IP address might get banned. And if that IP address is banned by the email servers out there, then if you're using that IP address, then your email's not going to get through as well. Okay, so I'm going to go, for the purpose of this illustration, obviously you can buy whichever one your good sense tells you to. I'm going to go with the business plan. Okay, so I'm going to now click on Order Now. And now what we're going to do here, if you remember the earlier video, I showed you how to buy a domain name. And so we're not going to register one here at HostGator. We're going to use the one that we bought. Okay, so let's type that one in. And that was autopilotsecret.com. Okay, and so this is going to tell HostGator, what domain name they should be looking for traffic through. Okay, and we'll have to do one more step to hook up your Namecheap with your HostGator, and we'll do that in another video. The domain name you provided is invalid. What if we do autopilotsecret.com? Could be because he just bought it. It's coming up. Okay, that's what they wanted. So we're going to go to Business. And doesn't look like there's much of an advantage to going more than monthly, so I'm going to do monthly here. Okay, because it's going to show it, I'm going to use a security number that I am going to change in the future. Okay, so and then billing information, I'm going to switch to PayPal. And looks like they gave us a credit. Excellent. So I'm going to hit create account here. And it looks like I've made some errors. Okay, they're asking for all this good info. Already exists an account with the email address you provided. Log into your account here, use the current billing password. I don't know that I know the current billing password. So folks, this may be more difficult for me than it would be for you. Okay, so what I may do, I don't know that I know I'll try it. I may have to pull up an email that would have that address, that password in it. If I do, I'll just end the video now, and you'll know that there's just another step or two that is just basically buying it. Boy, it doesn't look like we're doing anything here, does it? Well, folks, I hate to do this. I'm going to. Let's just try this again. Folks, even if you've done this 100 times before, you could still run into problems. So it's telling me my billing password is invalid. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the video only because actually we could use a different email address. Here, I'll do that. Just use a different billing address or a different. Let's see if we can make this happen. We use a different email. There we go. That worked. Okay, so I used a different email to solve the problem. So now we say pay now or subscribe. Let's just subscribe. See if this works. So folks, this is pretty much it. This is how you buy your domain name. Make sure you enter your password correctly. Having trouble with passwords today, eh? Alrighty, let's log in. So folks, this is proof. Let's use the email that HostGator is going to have on file now and see if that makes a difference here. Folks, this is just simply proof that you can do this as many times as you want and you still run into problems from time to time. So when this kind of thing happens to you, don't get frustrated. So it looks like it operated this time. If you like this, make this payment instant. That's odd. Okay, so now I'm just gonna click return to HostGator and we'll see what's going on here. Okay, and so it tells us that we're good. And then what's going to happen next is I'm going to get an email from HostGator that gives me all my login information and that kind of thing. I don't think we need that on this video. So let's go ahead and conclude this video. How to buy web hosting. Hello folks, Sean Mize here, and in this video I'm going to show you a way that you can run your entire email marketing business without having a website. Okay, now, as you know, okay, let me just give you some background. Obviously, you can have your own website. Okay, and in this training, the training that you've purchased, so the entire training, I'm going to teach you how to build your own website really, really easily with WordPress. Just real easy. However, maybe you don't even want a website. Maybe you've tried to create a website, you try to follow me along, and you still get stuck. And you just said, you know what, I don't want a website at all. I'm going to teach you how to build an internet business via email without having a website at all. Okay, so let me give you some background. What's the point of having a website? A website is somewhere where you would put your sales pages. But if you don't have products of your own, you're only promoting other people's products, you don't need sales pages, right? So another thing that you could use your website for would be to have content. So you want to have maybe 100 articles on your website so people can come to your website, but maybe you say, hey, I don't care. I don't need content. I mean, hey, look at my business. I mean, I've got a few blogs here and there with a few posts on them, but for the most part, almost all of my content online is over at ezinearticles.com and like 350 other article directories. I don't host most of that content myself. So I don't need a website for my content. So then what else do you need a website for? You need it for a squeeze page. Now, if the only thing you're going to use your website for is a squeeze page, and I were to show you how you could create a squeeze page in Aweber, and you wouldn't need to have a website, then that'd be pretty cool, right? That's what I'm going to show you now. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it. You don't have to do it. You can build a website. But I just want everybody to know that if you don't want to build a website, you're brand new, and you don't want to build a website, you don't have to. Now, realistically, on down the road, you're probably going to want to build a website. You know, I mean, probably you want to build a website anyway. I just want you to have a way to do it. Okay, so you're going to log into your Aweber account. If you don't have an Aweber account, you can get one. Okay, there, my personal affiliate link should be on the module page. You can just click right through there, and you can become a member of Aweber. Okay, then when you log in, you'll have a page that looks just like this. I'm not going to teach you how to use it, but you're going to go in, you're going to create a list and just follow their menu-driven system. This video is not about teaching you how to use Aweber. This video is about teaching you how to create the squeeze page using Aweber. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over here and you have your list made. You're going to click on Web Forms. And then you're going to click on Create a New Web Form. Okay, and then we're going to find a template that you like. Let's click on Popular, and let's use this template. Actually, I think that template can't be fully edited. Let's see if this one can be. Okay, so load template. So this is going to be the template we're going to create. Let's see if it's totally editable. Okay, you can't change the sign up button on this template. You can on this one. So let's use this one since you can. Okay. The reason I know that you can is that's the one I usually use. Okay, so the submit button, you can change the text on this to please send me your free download. Okay. Click save. Okay, now I like to take this little button off and this little button off. Okay, that's just me. Okay, now what I'm going to do, see where it says edit header? I'm going to double click on that. Okay, and then I can type things in here. Okay, so let's type a headline for my squeeze page. So my headline might be Discover the Secrets to Building a Big List Online. Okay, and then what I want to do is I want to highlight it and center it. And then it's highlighted. I want to make a font size that's big because it's a headline, 24 pixels. And I want to click bold. You see what's going on here? Okay. All right, and let's just save that for now and see what it looks like. Okay. Okay, now you'll notice it's all scrunched up. So if you hover over here, see that button? If I squeeze it out as far as it'll go, the whole form will be bigger. Okay. So now let's click on this again because we want to edit it. Okay, and so now I'm just going to click, and then I'm going to say download my free guide to building a list online fast, and I'll show you, and then we'll do some bullets, okay? So the bullets, bullet number 1, let's click on the bullets, see? So now we can just type in bullets. How to get 100, or let's say 1,000 new subscribers per month. Okay, the next bullet will be discover an easy way to write emails fast. So the next bullet would be which autoresponder to use. How to choose a niche. and discover a secret way to use blogs to get new subscribers. Okay, I'm not going to click save. Okay, now I'm going to click unbullets. Nope, I got to click bullets so that'll be a bullet, because that's what we want it to be, a bullet. Okay, so now I'll just hit enter and then go unbullet. Okay, and then I'm going to write, just enter your name and email below, and I'll send you, actually, why are we getting that dark line? We're running out of space. That's really weird. Maybe I'll resize. We'll fix it later. You know what? Let's just make this really easy. And save it right there. Save. In fact, let's do this. Instead of making it download my free guide, because remember, we're adding them to an e-newsletter, right? So join my free daily tips email list. How about join my free daily e-letter to building a list, and I'll show you how. So we click save here. Okay, and then I think we can change the background here. See how we've got background? If I click on background, I should be able to change the background color. Click right there. We want something more blue. We'll click right there and click OK. So that's the background color. Excellent. So let's change this from send me your free download to please send me your free daily e-letter. Click save. Okay, this is going to be our squeeze page. Now, keep in mind, I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. You know, you could edit the footer if you wanted to, and do the same thing. You could have some text in here if you wanted to. Okay, but I want to make this as easy as possible. So I'm going to click Save Web Form. Okay, and then I'm going to click Publish. And there's a few options. If you're going to install your own form, you'd use that option. But you could have Aweber host your form. Okay, and then you'll take this. This will be your squeeze page. And let's see what your squeeze page looks like. Okay, here's your squeeze page. Okay, now this is a really simple squeeze page. You know, over time, you can get good at kind of changing the colors here and changing the fonts. And again, this isn't the same as having your own squeeze page on your own website. So I just want to be really clear. I've shown you a way you can create a squeeze page and not have a website. So if you're like a newbie beginner and you don't want to learn anything technical, you don't have to get a website. Just do it this way. But obviously, if you've been online for more than a few months, you have a business, you really want to build a big long-term business, you probably want to learn how to do a website. That's what the future modules are going to teach you how to do. But I wanted to make this as simple as possible so that anybody could do it. And that was one of the things when you bought this course, I tried to make it really clear on the sales letter that I was going to show you a super simple way to build the business, and it's something that you can build on and grow on and build the business as big as you want. And so when you're starting out, you got to decide, hey, how deep do I want to go on the first day? And you have to make that decision. But I wanted to show you enough that you could make that decision. Okay, so this would be your squeeze page. Okay, now, let's just say that you wanted to make it so that your web page goes to this squeeze page. Okay, so let's go in. Remember, we bought the domain name in Namecheap. Okay, so I'm going to go to Namecheap and find the domain name. Okay, and I have to log in. Okay, and then once I log in, what was the domain name we used? Info Marketing. Is that it? So we're going to modify this domain name. Looks like we're just going to have to find it in here. Because I don't remember the name of it. That's okay. Okay, so it's Info Marketing Daily Insights. I thought that's what we typed in. But anyway, so we'll click on Edit Selected, Info Marketing Daily Insights. Okay, and then what this is going to allow me to do is I can scroll down here to URL forwarding. So I click on URL forwarding, and I click back over here. Remember, this is my squeeze page. So then I'm going to change the IP address to, I'm just copy and pasting that form name in here, and I'm going to change this to URL redirect, and I'm going to click Save Changes. Okay, so now, this may take a few minutes for it to actually happen, but let's do it. Let's do Info Marketing I'm just typing in Info Marketing Daily Insights. Okay, so because we just did it, it probably take about 5 minutes for it to happen, but let's just try refreshing it. This may take a few minutes before it occurs, but what'll happen is this web form will come up under infomarketingdailyinsights.com for this example. Boy, I'd love to see it right here live, and here's why: because I'm not planning on leaving that web form there long run, so you won't be able to see it long run. Okay. So, this process takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So let's do this and let's see if there's anything else I want to cover with you. So what I've just shown you is how to point your domain name to the web form, so that when people type in your domain name, they will be redirected to your web form, and then of course they can enter their name and email address and sign up for the daily e-letter. Okay, now I'm not going to leave this up here. This is, again, it's just a sample for you to see. Okay, and I actually built this into the web list that you folks are on, to download your training for this program. Okay, so I cannot leave it up there long run, but that's how it's done. Okay, folks, let's go ahead and sign off here. This is the process. This is how it's done, and you can do the exact same thing. Hello, folks. Sean Mize here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to download FileZilla. So it's just a quick explanation here. First of all, what is FileZilla? Basically, what FileZilla is what we call an FTP client. An FTP client makes it really, really easy for us to transfer our files from our computer to our website. Okay, now a note on this. Some people teach, or some people do, they use what's called cPanel or its equivalent in their web hosting package, and you can do that with HostGator. I don't prefer to do that because I don't personally like to log into my cPanel every day. It's just personal. I find it's much easier to just use FileZilla. And when I show you how to use it, over the course of the program, I believe that you're going to like how easy it is. Now the next question is, why FileZilla? Well, there's a bunch of them out there, and if you just Google FTP client, then there's a bunch of them to choose from. Why FileZilla? Well, that's just the one that I found, and I like it. It doesn't mean it's any better or worse than any other one out there. Okay, so let's do the work. How to download FileZilla. Google FileZilla, or go to that lengthy web URL there. I'm going to Google it simply because I want to show you how easy it is to Google it. And this time it's the only one there. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to go to, see, we got this right here at FileZilla. It says quick download links, download FileZilla client or download FileZilla server, Windows only. So my guess is if you have a Mac, you'll use this one or something else. And if you're on a PC and you're using Windows, then you'd use this one. So I'm going to click on download here, but I'm probably not going to follow all the directions because I already have it on my computer, but I want to go as far as possible with it. Okay. So, boy, you're going to want to see me do this, aren't you? Yeah, I think you are. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. I'm doing it on a Mac. I'm assuming on Windows and Linux it's going to be a very similar process. So I'll just click on this first one here. Not exactly technologically literate when it comes to all of this. So your FileZilla download will start in a few seconds. So it's downloading it here, and tells me I got 2 minutes remaining for this download. It's going to make this a long video. Oh, we're down to 1 minute, so it's moving pretty fast. It's like a 5 meg file. I'm going to take this as far as I can, I think, without replacing what I've got on there now. Who knows, maybe I'll just close FileZilla. Come on. Let's do it. I'm only using a roundabout to close FileZilla while we're downloading the new one. So this isn't something that you necessarily need to learn, and I'm not attempting to teach. Looks like the download is completing right now. And I'm going to give it a few seconds, see if something comes up automatically here, if I have to help it along. Let's see what happens when I go to open it. So if I just double click on the file, obviously this is going to look a little different on a PC. You got a newer computer than mine, this may look a little bit different, but it's the same process. And Well, it looks like I'm going to click on this. Now it says, it's asked me if this application that was downloaded. Am I sure I want to open it? So I'm going to open it. Now remember, on your computer, this might just look a little different, but generally if there's a question they ask you, hit OK or yes or something like that for this. Hopefully you can trust this operation. I'm guessing it's downloaded now, folks. Okay, basic. I'm going to pull up. But I don't know that I need to pull this up except to show you that you can get all the instructions you need for using this on their website. Okay, so it shows you how to connect to an FTP server. There's full directions right here on their website on how to do it. Okay, I'm going to show you in a future video, but I just want you to see that it's all right here. And I tell you what, to make this really easy, I'm going to transfer that link here. Okay, so I'm going to call this step 4, instructions for using FileZilla. Okay, I'm going to put that on the PDF that's below this video. Again, you don't need it, but well, maybe you will. Okay, so let's come back here and let's click on configuring. And again, there appears there's going to be directions for how to do it. And I don't even think you'll need any of this. You won't need any of that. So let's just close this window so nobody gets confused. Okay, folks, the FileZilla is downloaded, and so I'm going to close this video out because there'll be a further video where I show you how to use it. So I want to keep each one of these concise. By the way, that may have looked a little bit different if I didn't already have it installed. It didn't give me an option to overwrite my files. So I'm guessing there's probably one more step in the installation. You might have to click a button that says install or activate or something like that. It's really easy, folks. It's just, it really is menu driven, point and click. Hello, Sean Mize again. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to point your DNS to the web host. And if all that is Greek to you, just follow along. Okay, basically what this is going to do is tell your domain name provider how to communicate with your web host and then indicate to the World Wide Web that when someone types in your domain name, that it should point to your server over on your web host so that your website comes up. So let's go over to Namecheap first and log in. Okay, I'm already logged in. I'm not going to log out just to show it, but you'll log in. Then you go to your account, manage domains. Okay, and there we go. So I want to modify one of my domains, and I'm going to type it in here. So autopilotsecret.com. I'm going to hit modify. Let's look at these instructions again. I've put this here in step 2, get the name server info from the welcome email from the web host. And I'll show you that. So we can't do this until we get this email. So I've got an email from HostGator that gives me all my passwords and that kind of thing. So I will be changing those passwords. Okay, so let's come back into Namecheap. So step 3 is click the button called Transfer DNS to Web Host. Okay, and that is going to be in here, transfer DNS to web host. Okay, it says modify domain. So now it says specify custom DNS servers. Okay, now those are the servers that are in this Gmail. Notice there's two, first name server, second name server. So I'm going to copy the first name server. I'm going to copy it so I get it right for sure, and I paste it. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to paste this one. Okay, so if you remember when you got your HostGator account, they asked you what the name of your website was, your domain name, and this is how they identify. So when your DNS comes over from Namecheap and is recognized here at this name server, then HostGator knows that this name server and your website are associated. So all we're doing is linking your domain name with your web host. So we're going to click Save Changes here. And name servers were updated successfully. And I don't believe there's anything else that we have to do. When prompted, I put these instructions here so you could see them, but this is really, really simple. I don't believe there's anything else we need to do, but what we'd like to do is let's type in autopilotsecret.com and see what comes up. What we may have come up is still the name. Oh, it's already pointing over to HostGator. Okay, so you'd be able to log in to your HostGator account now. Okay, that's not on this video, but that's what you'd be able to do. So this is showing that already. Sometimes it can take up to 48 hours for this to occur, but I mean almost instantaneously the HostGator is coming up for your website. And obviously when you put your web page on here, then this page won't come up anymore. So folks, that's it. How to point DNS to your web host. Hello folks, Sean Mize here, and in this video I am going to teach you how to upload files using FileZilla. And I'm going to start from scratch here, assuming that you've just downloaded FileZilla. The first thing you're going to do is go onto your computer and find the file with a file folder where FileZilla is, and then open it up. You'll click up here on this icon on the high left there and click on New Site, unless it's your first time. Okay, then what we need to do is put in a user and a password name, and we're going to get that from the email that we received from HostGator about our account. So this tells me this is my username. So I'm going to take by the way, I will be changing the password on these accounts just so that everybody knows and is clear. And I'm just, let's see, I'm going to try normal here, see if this allows me to input the username. I'll tell you what, folks, as many times as I've done this, I never seem to get it right the first time around. Okay, so hopefully I will this time. So let's try it just like this. I'm going to hit connect and see what happens. So you have to enter a host name. Okay, so it says host name. Where's our host name? I'm going to try this first name server. See if that works. It worked. Excellent. Excellent. Beautiful. Fast as I've ever done that before. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we need to create a file to upload. And I could have saved this exercise till we had a real file to upload, but I really wanted to show you how to do this right away. And so we're just going to create a temporary file. I'm going to use TextEdit. I'm on a Mac, so you could use text. Actually, if you're using Microsoft, then you could create a doc file and save it as HTML. Okay, so let's just call this homepage. Okay, and that way we'll know. And then let's see, how do I save this? So I'm going to hit save. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, you got to put this on your computer somewhere. Okay, and I haven't given you instructions for creating a folder yet on your computer for this website, so let's do that now. So let's go on my computer, go to websites, let's create a new folder, and this is going to be called Autopilot Secret, and I'm naming it this because that's the name of the website that we're using, remember? So I create a new folder, and in this new folder, I'm going to save this as index and as HTML. Okay, you see what I did? I named it index, and I'm going to use file format HTML. And the reason for this is the index page is the page that will show up as your home page. Okay, and this when this uploads, it'll look like index.html because I've specified here file format HTML. Okay, so I hit save. Okay, then I'm going to open up FileZilla. Okay, and I'm going to find that file on the left side of my screen. Okay, so this is FileZilla. The left side of my screen is my computer. The right side of my screen is the web host. Okay, so this is HostGator on the right. This is my computer at home. Okay, I'm going to double click on Autopilot Secret. I see index.html is there. Now I'm actually going to go back. Okay, and the way I'm doing this is I'm just cutting off whatever it is, deleting it, and hitting enter. There may be another way to go back, but that's the one I use. The reason I'm going to leave this here is because I want to transfer the whole folder over. Okay, now there's a quirk in HostGator that I don't think is, well, it's in HostGator. Okay, and that is that all these other files are on your server, but they're not going to show up live on the web. What's in your public /HTML folder is the one that will show up on the web. Okay, so let me re-stress this, because this is the single biggest mistake I see people make, is they try to upload something over here anywhere, and then it won't show live. And that's because the only things that show live is your public /HTML folder. If you put them in your public FTP, your mail, anywhere else, they won't show up live. They have to be in your public /HTML folder. Okay? So we double click on that. Well, we double click on that, and this is what's in there. Okay, then what I'm going to do. Okay, now I use a I use like a what do they call it? I want to say drag and drop. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drag it over here. Okay, there's probably a fancy way to just point it over, but I find this is the easiest thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to left click on it, and I'm going to drag it over here, and I'm going to let it go, and it's going to come over here. Wait. Actually, I did that wrong, folks. So I'm going to delete it. Okay, and on a Mac, that's function delete. I forget what it is on a PC. It's been a while since I've used one. I'm going to delete. I did that wrong, folks. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the file, and then I'm just going to drag the index. So normally, once my website's created, then if I create a folder, I might move it over, but I don't need a folder called Autopilot Secret. Does that make sense? So now our index.html page is right here. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we'll go over, and let's just use this window, and we're going to type in Autopilot secret.com into our browser, and hopefully that text page will show up. It did not, so I'm going to refresh this page. Yeah, so when I hit refresh, notice this says home page. This is what I put on that text file. And obviously, you're going to create, you're going to create whatever you want to upload, but this is just an example. You can upload anything the way I just showed you. You can upload a PDF, you can upload a movie, you can upload a video, you can upload HTML, anything you want to upload that's a web file, you upload it exactly the way that I just showed you. So let me go back to the instructions, make sure I didn't miss anything. I open FileZilla, log into FileZilla using your HostGator welcome email, and follow directions on screen in video. So I just think on this, there's no sense in typing all of these out, all of those steps out. Let's do this just as a memory. So we've logged into it. I'm just gonna, just as a jog memory thing here, use login info from HostGator welcome email to set up FileZilla FTP. But I just gotta stress, watch the video. For anybody that just likes to go straight to the PDF and get the information, I'm just, watch the video. That's the key here. Okay, folks, let's go ahead and wrap this up. That's it. Now you know how to uptake files that are on your computer and put them on your web server. Hello, folks. Sean Mize here. This is just a quick follow-up recording. I just, probably about 30 minutes ago, I showed you I went into Namecheap and I forwarded the domain name for the new website. I forwarded the domain name for the new website to this Aweber Host My Form. So if you haven't watched the first video, be sure and watch it, and then you'll know everything I'm talking about. All I want to do now is show you that when we go to that site, so we go to the Info Marketing dailyinsights.com page, that it forwards to the squeeze page that we made in Aweber. And the reason I wanted to show it to you is because I'm not planning on leaving this page just as is on that domain name. I may choose to just leave it that way, but I may not. And so I want it to be documented so you can see that it works. Obviously, I encourage you to do it yourself, and then you'll know deep inside that it works. Excellent, folks. We'll see you on the next training.